Oh, I just ate so much food so fast.
That's going in the video. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about probably the biggest elephant in the room that we've all been raging about. And I actually am really curious because today I have Forby, Fontaine, and Lumi to discuss the new quote unquote, I don't even know if it's new. I want to say it's botched. Battle Pass, right?
Terrible.
Yeah, it's
Terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so I appreciate you guys for hopping in. I know I've made my own video on the subject, which is why I'm not going to be adding my own input, but I want to hear from you guys, okay? I know neither of you guys have actually made a video on this, which is fair, and I want you guys to pretty much lay it out to me. So who wants to take reign on even describing what this problem is? What is even going on?
Honestly, like, the thing is, like, with most battle pass systems for like every game, like Fortnite and like COD battle pass, like you would get like the V-Bucks or the COD points. Most of the time you'd be able to buy like the next battle pass with it, you know? Just so like you could technically have it be a one-time purchase and like get everything, you know? But like they kind of took that away, you know? It's a big punch in the dick for the people that like Apex and like the battle pass stuff, but don't spend enough money on the game, or just aren't able to. But like they got every single battle pass because they just they didn't spend the coins, they just bought the next one with it. And it's like it kind of just seems like it's like pure greed from Respawn. Like
there's no communication. That the fact that they took that away after 21 seasons of being able to buy the battle pass with the last battle pass's coins. Not only did they take that away, but they also tried to cover it up with like a couple more cosmetics in the battle pass. Not anything to talk about, enough for a change, but not enough to talk about. And then said, hey, we're gonna make this to where you have to pay for it with currency and there's no other option because our investors want more money. And that is where people are pissed off, because why are we doing a price increase like this with minimal changes to the battle pass? Even though we've been asking for battle pass changes forever, because it's been the same thing for 21 seasons and it's still kind of mid, always has been, right? But now it's like we get a little bit more, we have to pay even more, and we can't pay with coins just because EA and EA's investors are being greedy and just want more money.
Yeah,
even though they're sucking it out of the game.
And also, like, I think a big part of it too that is making everyone so upset. It's like, yeah, like the way they are doing it is like pretty shitty, and it's like they shouldn't like change it in that way. I think like the biggest part that everyone is like so upset about is that the state of the game is it's so bad in so many aspects, and this is the thing they decide to focus on.
Bro, why did they not make like
for anything else?
Dude,
no, like,
oh
nothing,
my
just this.
god,
not the cheaters, not the horrible SBMM in pubs, not the crashing, not the servers, not anything else, but
not the 7 bugs that come with every new season that stay for multiple seasons. Dude, like, why? Okay, this, in theory, okay, hear me out. In theory, this battle pass change in and of itself really isn't that bad, okay? It's really not. It's not that bad. But the fact that they chose to drop it with the 19 elephants in the room of different things that need to be changed before a goddamn battle pass, like, why you threw so hard by dropping this announcement before announcing any other bug fixes, the cheater situation, like different things to be excited about with season 22? No, battle pass. And it's like, brother, what are we doing? Why are we not communicating the things that the community that has been yelling at you for so long? Why are we not communicating the things that we actually care about instead of a battle pass?
And the thing is, the fact that the battle passes are quite literally double or up to 4 times the price now, because you can get the premium new or the premium plus, which is the premium is $9.99 every half a season, so like every split you have to buy the new one, and then the premium plus is $20 every split. So
that's brutal.
It's either twice the price as the old one, or 4 times the price as the old one. So it's like,
guys, but
you
get more legendary skin variants. But But there's more. But you get the same amount of reactive skins and more legendaries.
Made it clear to like yo, we're using this extra money that you're giving us here for like better a security team, right, or like a better anti-cheat or something like that. But they're not even using that. Like
buy more packs so you can get a blue, white, white. Yeah.
They're just hoarding bread. That's just being mad greedy.
Like, and the thing is, it's not some small indie company. It's Respawn and EA.
Right.
No, but no. Just add on to this, right? Just add on to this. You pay $20 every split just to be able to craft 2 skins, 2 legendary skins in a collection event. 2 out of
pretty wild.
Both battle passes. What are we doing?
And also, I just looked it up. Respawn Entertainment's estimated annual revenue is currently $264.7 million per year.
Yeah, they wealthy, cuz.
Why are we firing
our QA testers?
Bro, we have inflation in Apex now too. Like, come on.
Oh my god.
I love it. You guys are like killing. I don't even have to ask any questions because I mean I agree with everything. I'm gonna make you guys even more mad for a second. In the article, they said this, okay? They said this, and I want to hear your feedback on it. And then I want to dissect all the other problems that you have in Apex, because those are the other things that, as a community, I already hear you guys, in terms of cheaters are a problem, SBMM. I mean, the Krona Zens are running around like crazy. They won't ban them. They won't ban Zims. They have Wallers. They have aimbotters. They have a whole, they got teamers. You can't even go to console. People just team instead, right? It's crazy.
Absolutely.
So when they said this in the article, they mentioned the community feedback from casuals to pros, mentioning that they wanted changes to mid-season content in the battle pass. How do you feel about that?
What we meant by that was like add more stuff that would actually make players happy, not put up like changing something that didn't need to be fixed, but also like they added nothing really. Like they added like 2 things to the battle pass.
I feel like they spread it out. All they did was spread it out because, I mean, it's not new. I mean, the levels, because we got 110 before, we have 120 now, but now it's capped for per split, right? And so you're not really, it's the same stuff, just reordered, right? I would call it a restructuring. It's not new. What it does feel new is the fact that you can't spend, refurbished. Literally, they refurbished the battle pass.
Dude, it's literally like taking gold leaf and putting on a pile of shit. Like, it looks different and better, but it's still a pile of shit.
Like a gold steak, it's still a steak. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, okay. So they literally said, "Oh, you guys want more content? Have a couple more skins in the battle pass. Oh, you want actual like fun things to do in a game? Battle pass. Like, why is it such a hard concept to understand that we don't want to sit here and play the same 3 playlists in a game for months to years on end?" And then when the community tells you that one of these playlists is garbage, you sit there and you shove it down our throat by making it a replacement game mode for an who cares about quads? Who actually has fun playing quads right now? Because all I know is that I'm dying to 4 people teabagging my box and dumping every last bullet in their mag into it. Because they have so much fun just holding all 4 hands and running one person down, because that's how we play Apex. Like,
also, it's just so funny how it's just like, this is the thing they focused on. But one of his Watson, without a doubt, like probably one of the biggest Apex content creators, like without a doubt. He is literally quitting playing ranked because he is dealing with cheaters so much, and he DM'd a dev. I don't know what dev, but he DM'd someone and was like, "Hey, could you he respectfully did it," and they unfollowed him. Like, I don't think you understand how much of a slap in the face that would be,
dude. Like, and the thing is that it's not anything new. We've been dealing with a cheater problem for 14 plus seasons, bro. Like, why are we still on easy anti-cheat? Why are we still trying to use implementations of easy anti-cheat when every single easy anti-cheat game is infested with cheaters? Every single one of them. You can't tell me an easy anti-cheat game that doesn't have an insane amount of cheaters on it. Even
it's called easy anti-cheat for a reason.
Yeah, it's easy to fucking hack.
And also, dude, his was getting unfollowed by a dev when he asked, "Hey, could you look into this, because I don't want to deal with cheaters every single second." Is you going up to your boss at work being like, "Hey, could you make the security a little better so I don't get robbed and shot in my ankle every single day?" and is getting fired because of it. It's just like what?
Like that's too much of a request. No, have a good
dude,
life.
Like no, dude, you're asking for too much right
You're
now.
doing, yeah, you asking for too much. You're doing too much.
Like we don't care what you do. We just want the bare minimum.
I mean, let me go to say, you guys are very passionate, so it's clear you care about the game. Like,
Exactly.
I want this game to succeed so bad, man.
People take that, like what we're doing. I was like, oh, dude, like if you just hate the game. No, we love it. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah, so I want to highlight like this
succeed.
at this point it's just feedback, because it's like you're pushing back on things. You can hear the passion in your voice. I mean, granted, some people, nobody's being called out specifically. There's no naming or shaming here. Like obviously it's not just one person coming. Who am I naming and shaming?
No, I'm saying you know who you are though.
Oh,
yeah, you know who
we know who you are.
I wish I knew who it was, but I don't know who it is, but
I have a message to the entire Apex community as a whole, though.
Okay.
I want to say that a lot of you guys, specifically the casual players of the game, play the game in a way that it really wasn't intended, and it wasn't played that way for the first 2 years of the game. And now we're being introduced to different play styles that like are becoming more and more common, that just completely destroy the momentum and the fun out of the game.
What way is that?
Like, there's nothing wrong with playing slow, right? There's nothing wrong with playing zone. There's nothing wrong with like trying to play for a win, right? Playing quads, for example, and playing the Caustic, Watson, Catalyst, Conduit, quad stack, right? What are we doing?
Well, I think the bigger issue, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is not necessarily people that you have an issue with people playing that way. Because I mean, listen, people can be psychopaths and play that way in pubs, but the bigger 100%. Problem is that there's a difference between skill-based matchmaking, pairing you up against a 4-stack versus you who are queuing by yourself.
That 100%, and that is an issue as well, where like I'm playing against these 4 people like together, intentionally playing these characters, right?
Because they have communication, so you're not going to win in that scenario. That's a skill-based matchmaking
solo filled, dude. I'm solo filled. I have Timmy and Tommy with a foot kicked up, with a slice of pizza in one hand and their controller in the other, don't have any thumbs, shooting a 12 beam out of a full flatline mag, and I sit there and get one clip by a Caustic sitting in a window behind Watson fences with a Turbo Havoc sitting there in a corner the whole game. Please.
It's a SBMM. I would call that SBMM, right? Lumi, Fontaine, right?
SBMM and a little bit of aim assist, but that's another conversation.
I have a question. This one's to Fontaine, because I did have this one written down, and you mentioned it earlier about allocating of funds. Let's say EA comes in and they're greedy. They want money. I like money, right? And they come in and they dig their claws into getting more money. How would you feel if they made this move, but then they said afterwards, all that money is going to be allocated to a bigger anti-cheat, and that's what they're saving their funds for, to hire more resources and doing things. If you knew what the money was being used for, because they are clearly trying to make more money, how would you feel about that?
I definitely feel better about it. I mean, at least there's like more communication as to like what's the money's like going towards, you know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know.
It's still bad, right? I mean, no matter what, it's a hard pill to swallow.
It's still bad because like when you compare the price of everything in Apex Legends compared to the price of the other games, and you consider how much people are actually buying these things, like a collection event or a universal heirloom event that cost a total of $360 per person to get the full event. Okay, when you think about how many people are actually buying that, how are we not paying at least one person's salary with that event? How are we not like? I would feel optimistic with that communication, absolutely. But at the same time, with the history of this game, we are not surprised by them disappointing us, because
you said something really important there, and I want to highlight paying the developers more. And I don't even know if they are being rewarded or paid whenever these collection events or hard work goes in. I'm going to make a very, very rough assumption here, because I don't know how always. I mean, I worked in corporate, but the people up top are the ones that are making all the money. They're probably the ones that never are ever going to watch this video. But it's possible a developer may watch this video. It would be really nice to know that they're being highly rewarded for their work, and that and in return, obviously, that makes a happier worker and so forth. But that's probably not the system that's put in place. You know, I know. Let's give the benefit of a doubt of a situation of a developer being DM'd, and then maybe they're off hours, and it's very frustrating to get a DM whenever a cheating situation happens. Right? They're clearly asking for help, but maybe it's not their job, or maybe they're not rewarded for it. Maybe I don't know the situation. I don't think any of us can know the situation, but I feel like what we're getting into the deeper root problem here in terms of feedback is knowing that the investment of the game is there, right? Knowing that there is a long-term investment towards. I was going to ask you guys what you think would be the biggest fix towards Apex Legends. And I'm going to list some of them that you guys said. It's very clear SBMM to find more balanced lobbies or how people's playstyles are, right? So then you can get into the lobby that you're looking to have more fun in, right? Cheating is a major problem across the board. So all the ones that we listed, aimbot, wallers, chronosens, zims, anybody who's abusing anything to get ahead in the game. What would be outside of those two? Bug crashes, bugs and issues across the board with the game, right? Maybe a bug bounty board would be a really fantastic idea. Maybe I've heard that kind of pitch. I don't think Apex has one. I don't think they have a bounty board for bugs or fixes to highlight. I think Valorant does. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that, maybe in the comment section. But it'd be nice to know the investment towards the game, towards the servers, towards the player. If they are investing more money, that they get a reward. This may be a hot take too. I'm gonna put this out there for all of you guys. What if when you got the battle pass, you got priority to premium servers and a server that was moderated by a human being? Because of the, you know, they are putting higher effort into those servers for anti-cheat.
Oh, like what CSGO
I was gonna
did
say this.
technically,
No,
right?
you know how? Okay, imagine. Okay, you know how CS:GO has like, if I were to call it like premium or something. If I were
Oh,
to
brother,
call-
you're gonna get me worked up right now.
Okay, well let's go on. I'm not even saying anything. Hit me.
So you know how CS, there's, I forgot what it's called exactly, but
Premiere.
Premiere. CS has a thing called Premiere. The game itself is free, or it became free at one point, but it costed money at a certain point. And the game was like $20 at one point, and the people who bought the game before it became free were automatically given the thing called Premiere. And you could buy Premiere for a certain amount of money, all that stuff. And it basically, it put you in, you know, lobbies where it was just more moderated, I guess, because cheaters wouldn't, I guess, because
Rampant on Counter-Strike. Rampant cheaters.
Cheater, if you don't have Premiere, you will fight cheaters no matter what.
It's a terrible problem.
On Premiere, it will still happen, but like it's way lesser because cheaters don't want to pay for the game over and over and over again.
Absolutely.
And if Apex implemented something like that into the game, where it was maybe like a one-time purchase, or even if it was like a thing like the battle pass, like having the battle pass in general, like gave you something like that, or just something, like, I don't know, just something where like you were able to be free from like just the cheating that plagues the game right now.
I have an idea, Lumi. It's like normally the queue prioritizes you for the premium servers, but if it can't find one, then it will put you into a normal server. But you'll know, like, there's an icon if you're in a premium server or if you're into a regular one. You know, one, not to hurt you on queue times, because I can imagine, like, what happens if everyone just goes to the normal ones and doesn't use premium? It should automatically allocate them for the premium one, and you should be able to know if you're in a premium server, right?
So hear me out, right?
Okay.
Even back in the day, I remember it was like it was 2018 at the latest, okay? It might have even been like 2016. To play ranked on Counter-Strike, they made you verify your phone number and I believe your email address as well. I may be wrong on the email address, but I know for a fact they made you verify your phone number. They made you do that because it's easy to just make a new account and log back in, right? Back onto the game. Easy peasy. That is how they tried to attack that, was by having phone number verifications. Now, that didn't work because they just started spoofing phone numbers, or, you know, doing a Google phone number, right? Where it can just be automatically created. But we are in 2024. How do we not have more verification methods in our game that allow us to not have fake or alternate accounts that are constantly running through these lobbies? And on top of that, how have things like Faceit and ESEA existed on games like Counter-Strike with nothing even close to that besides R5, which is not even close to actual Apex, right? How has nothing been implemented in 5 years of this game's existence to at least help mitigate some of the issues that we've been experiencing, to a point where, like, we just have to deal with it over and over and over and over again? Like, there's no verification methods other than your email address with an EA account, right? That's it. There is nothing else. how are we just letting these people make new accounts over and over again to keep cheating on the game? Because hardware ID bans and IP bans do absolutely nothing nowadays. There's spoofers for all of them. So like how do we attack it? And how have we not implemented something better at this point already? You know, like ranked is where all of the problems are. If ranked is behind a paywall, even if it's through the battle pass, even if the battle pass allows you access to ranked plus, right, where you are experiencing less cheaters, you have to pay for the battle pass, you automatically get access to it when you get the battle pass, like just something to try and help with the fact that not only are we playing with fake accounts, but also people who are just smurfing and cheating or using a Cronus or a Zim to try and help their friends get ranked up now. Like, and why are we not doing ban waves in the high ranks every week? Why are we not constantly monitoring these people, knowing that they're in the high rank to try and verify if they're cheating or not? There's nothing in place.
I mean, it would technically make Respawn EA more money, right? In theory, because
Absolutely it would.
Because the cheaters would have to pay to get in there, and if they do, then I'm sure cha-ching, cha-ching, they're making all kinds of cash on the side, right?
And the other thing is, and I don't know how much I can talk about this, but I may or may not have looked up the wages of the executives at EA, and all I can say is I'm pissed. We're not growing the Respawn team in any way to try and benefit the game's life. If you're living under a rock, our player base has been cut into a quarter of what it was 3 months ago. We have less than 80,000 people on this game on average right now, and we were at 430,000 a couple months ago. So like, why are we not hiring people to work harder on a game that you were anticipating to stay alive for another 5 years? How have we not hit that point yet? What are we doing? You know, like we fired our entire QA team. We've had pretty much the same security team for I don't know how long, who has, I hate to say it because I love them all, not done fuck all for the game in the sense of like trying to like do preventative actions to make this stop happening. I will recognize that they implemented EOS in, I believe, season 20 with easy anti-cheat, but that literally did nothing. The cheats are so advanced nowadays that like the security devs have no idea how to combat it.
They need more help, man. It's clear they need more help.
They need more help. And everyone, the only team that doesn't need more help is the skins team, because they're just dropping skins constantly over and over and over again. And it's like, cool. Thank you. You're not dropping a recolor every week that we've seen 7 times already. I appreciate that. But why are we not doing other things to make the game more fun so that we want to spend more money on the game? We don't want to spend money on this shit because of how bad it is right now. That's why you're losing money. That's why you're losing players. How do we not see that?
I have to give the floor to Lumi and then Fontaine, because I'm going to turn it into final thoughts. Because you got a lot out there for me, which is positive. And so I want to pass it to...
I was yelling.
No, you're good, man. Hey, listen, you're very passionate. I get it. You care.
I want the game to be fun again.
I know. I mean, listen, you know, when you care about something, obviously the passion runs high, right? This is why we're making this video. I mean, anybody who watches it can tell that there's a lot of love for the game. So... Lumi, you go next, and then Fontaine, you have it close out.
Yeah, I'm just at this point where like Apex has never, like a game has never been like Apex for me. Like felt like it's just never been no game has ever been as satisfying. So like
Best game I've ever played.
Like it's it's seriously the best game I've ever played, and like I mean that. And it's like it's kind of sad because it's like seeing a game that you genuinely love being like just like shit on in like so many different ways because the companies that like runs it doesn't really understand like anything. It's kind of saddening. Like it really is. Like I'm not like I at the end of the day, like if the game was running fine and like everything was going well for the game, like everything like that, like I wouldn't mind if they changed up like the battle pass or anything like that, you know? Like that's whatever. It's not really like a big issue because it's like I have other things I can do on the game, you know, and have fun.
Yeah.
But it's like if I get on the game and like my ability to have fun is just like it's RNG. Like it's at that point. Like it's either I die to cheat, it's either I get like a good lobby and that is like rare. That's just like I have fun for like 30 minutes and then like back to hell. Or I died to like cheaters, I died to like teamers, like I died to people playing like freaks. Just like it's just like it's RNG, and then like seeing like all the issues like the servers and like just all the other things, and then you know seeing them go, oh guys, you know, community feedback, new battle pass. It just kind of feels like you're like the issues that we're talking about are being like talked, like spoken to them through like a party cup as a phone. Like they're just hearing like we're saying one thing and like they just hear another.
And I want to slightly piggyback off of Lumi as well. We don't want easy lobbies. Okay, we don't want to drop 34 kill games by shooting
Every
bots
game.
in the back every game. That's not fun to us. We're just, our brains are off and we're shooting our gun. That's it. We want the lobbies that are actually enjoyable to play in and like people shoot back and we have to actually fight people. We enjoy doing that. That is what we have fun doing. We don't want bot lobbies, but our lobbies are landing off drop 17 times and dying in the first minute every single time because there are 6 teams that land at the one weird POI, or 3 teams even, that exclusively focus us. And it's like, it's just hard to play in. It's exhausting to play in.
And the thing is, we wouldn't mind that everyone's, if we wouldn't mind that, like if the SBMM kind of rewarded you for like, you know, persisting through it, you know, because before, like if you had a bad game, a couple of bad games, it would give you a lobby. It was pretty easy, you know, because you know they like want you to stay on the game, and then you know it would give you a hard lobby after you destroy that one, and then it just repeat. It's a way for you to stay on the game, you know, because it's just like you build up. You're like, oh, I don't want to play anymore, and then it gives you that one easy lobby. You're like, oh my god, I want to keep playing. I'm doing so good, and you're like, and you keep on chasing that, and then that is why you know people stayed on the game for so long. But now,
Absolutely.
like you do good in that one game before when you get on, you're stuck in the skill bracket, and you're like you can't ever drop out of it, no matter how bad you do, no matter how bad you're playing, no matter anything, you are still just gonna play against the same people over and over, longer queue times and all that. And like Forby said, we don't want to play against people who are like, you know, like bots. Like we're not saying that. We just want to play against people like relative to how we're doing. Like, you know, like on days we're like frying, then like shit, like I want to play against people who like can, you know, shoot their gun back at me because it just creates a challenge. But if I'm playing really bad one day, like yeah, like if I'm playing bad one day, like it'd be nice to have some leniency in my lobbies, you know, so I can actually still enjoy the game. Because it feels like even like the days where like I am definitely playing at my best, like sometimes I feel like I'm just not, because like how I'm getting like treated in the lobbies, like, and that's like so unmotivating as like a person like wants to become like the best player possible. And I'm assuming like most people feel that way. Like they kind of are at this point where like they know they're getting better, but it doesn't reflect because like how the game treats us.
For sure.
Fontaine, you're gonna close out the video, so give me your thoughts, brother. Hit me.
Honestly, I just feel like at this point they're kind of just like damn near forcing us off the game. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of doing the opposite of like we're asking for, like every time almost. I mean, like I won't say every time, but like it's just not what we need. You know what I mean? And it kind of just hurts a bit, seeing that the game's kind of falling out. You know?
It does. It's brutal.
And trying to get that together.
Not to put you on the spot, you have any other thoughts? These guys are very passionate, so I want to make sure you got everything you felt out there too.
Oh, they got it, man.
I feel like this is shared passion.
Hey, as long as you guys share the same passion, that's all that matters.
Like, they know, bro. We've been doing this shit for so long, bro.
We came up. Look, the three of us specifically came up together.
Same class.
Like it was literally like we graduated together.
I came to Apex in season 8 from being a COD player, and I was new to MNK. I started in season 8. I was new to MNK. I grinded. I fell in love with this game.
Yeah.
It was an addiction. It was an actual addiction.
Like Apex is my most played game of all time. Like it's actually like it's like I don't know. Like seeing the game just get shot in the leg over and over and over and over
hurts.
again.
It hurts.
And
it's like EA just took it out back.
Bro.
And the thing is,
went to the farm, dude.
It feels like they're taking a bat and hitting it, you know, and then they heal up the game a little bit, and they hit it again with a bat, and it's kind of at a point where it's just like you can't heal it anymore. It gets too far gone. Like
we're just a pinata, dude.
Yeah,
refurbish it, bro.
Yeah. It's over.
Well, we'll go to wrap the video up there because Hollow just came in, and surprise, we're actually doing a squad quad up, so that's a great segue to the next video. So if you enjoyed watching this, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, comment if you agreed with Forby, Fontaine, or Lumi and how they felt about the whole battle pass situation. Got a lot more out of it. And yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys all in the next one.